Well, gamers, Nintendo dropped a bomb on us last week with their epic Nintendo Direct. While we were all expecting a Mario Kart 9 trailer, we instead got our hands on the Mario Kart 8 Booster Pass, a paid DLC that will add new tracks for us to race on. I've said it countless times, Mario Kart 8 is my favorite Mario Kart game in the entire series, because it features literally everything I want. The only downside the deluxe version had for me is that it didn't include new race tracks. Well, with this new DLC, we're going to get a lot of them. 48 new tracks! What? Do you think they will now begin every Nintendo Direct presentation with a track reveal instead of characters in Smash? That'd be pretty cool. Anyways, the tracks are going to be released 8 at a time over the course of 6 waves, and we'll have everything ready by the end of 2023. Wave 1 has been revealed and the track selection is pretty good. Paris Promenade, 3DS Toad Circuit, N64 Choco Mountain, Wii Coconut Mall, Tokyo Blur, DS Shroom Ridge, GBA Sky Garden, and Ninja Hideaway. Those are all amazing choices, but we still have 40 tracks that are yet to be revealed. 40! That's a lot! Which tracks do I want to see from the Booster Pass? Well, let me tell you all about it. Even though Figure 8 Circuit is one of the simplest tracks in the series, as it's just, well, a Figure 8 circuit, I think this one could include more ramps, some anti-gravity section, and could actually be a great addition. This very simple track contains multi-moles that you have to avoid, so if they bring that track back, they could even put some cows that we have to avoid on the track itself. That'd be nice. The main reason why I find Calimari Desert to be so fun is because of this annoying train that forces you to a complete stop sometimes. This changes the strategy so much. Let's be honest, who doesn't love Toad's Factory? It contains conveyor belts and big machines you need to avoid. Yo, that's all I need, bring it back. Waluigi Pinball is one of the most original tracks ever, and it should actually be in every single Mario Kart game, which is why I'm 100% sure this one will be in the Booster Pass. There's just something about Dino Dino Jungle that makes me love the track so much. Is it the jungle? Is it the cave? The wooden bridge? No, it's obviously the big dinosaur, dummies! I always like Luigi's Mansion while playing Mario Kart DS. There's just something about spooky theme tracks that makes them awesome. I just can't wait to drive in the mansion and into the dark and gloomy forest at the end. While some people may argue that SNES Ghost Valley is not a particularly interesting track, well, I beg to differ. I love the fact that the walls surrounding you can fall if you hit them once, and there's even a secret pad at the end, so that's kinda neat. This one is long overdue. Wario Stadium needs to make a big comeback. I know the track is pretty long, but if this is the only reason it never made a comeback, well then just do one single lap like you did with N64 Rainbow Road. I am usually not the biggest fan of snow-themed tracks, but I do think that SNES Vanilla Lake 1 needs to be in one of the DLC cups. It was kinda cool on the SNES, but was super fun in the Mario Kart Tour remake, so I do hope to see it again soon. Racing in the city is always a pleasure, and Delfino Square allows you to do just that, as well as to go across a bridge that can rise at any moment, making this one quite stressful. Obviously, we do need some Bowser Castle tracks in the DLC pack, and the first one I want to see is the one from Double Dash. This track has it all: thwomps, fireballs, a giant fire bar, and the coolest looking statue of Bowser spitting out fire near the end. What a good track. Doing some tricks is kinda cool, and DK Summit allows you to do just that and much more. It starts off with this big DK barrel shooting you to the top, and then you make your way down while bouncing and jumping on pretty much everything. Woohoo Island is one of my favorite destinations in the big Mario cinematic universe, so of course I want to see Woohoo Loop in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. going across the big bridge, up the mountain, and back in the city while avoiding all of the cars is kind of fun. But I do have to admit that NicoBBQ is even better for me, taking place at sunset, making you go across a spooky cave, up the mountain, and then back down using the glider to land back in the city. Hey, I have an idea. Can we combine both tracks into one? Cause that'd be pretty sick. I do have to admit that at first I wasn't the biggest fan of 3DS Shy Guy Bazaar, but it kinda grew on me, going across the big market and on top of buildings to glide across a big gap is kinda cool when you think about it. I just cannot get enough of Bowser's many cool epic castles, which is why I think DS Bowser Castle needs to make a comeback. Maybe it's not as flashy as other entries in the franchise, but this track has a couple different paths to choose from, and it features this big cylinder at the end. Make sure not to fall down. Wario Colosseum from Double Dash is one heck of a track. It's so long that you only have to complete 2 laps to beat this one. You'll jump across pits and through rings of fire, you'll go down a spiral tower, and we'll have to jump across the big gap at the end. So since we already know that they're bringing back Mario Kart Tour tracks, I think the New York Minute track is one that needs to be there. Racing in the middle of this big city and across Central Park has never been that fun before. Rock Mountain is pretty cool, taking place on top of a mountain, then bringing you down into a very cool looking forest to then make you go up this very steep climb to get back on the top. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I've never visited London in my life, but if it's anywhere as cool looking as the London Loop track from Mario Kart Tour, then I need to go there and meet you guys ASAP. I'm super glad N64 Choco Mountain is making a comeback, but I just can't get enough chocolate in my life, which is why SNES Choco Island needs to be there as well. The first track is a classic and would make a great addition to the Booster Pass. Another thing I just can't get enough of are Rainbow Roads. The GameCube one was special for me because of the big tower that kinda sucks you up into the sky at the end. This is actually pretty original. Okay, hear me out. A track taking place in a city, taking you in the middle of a hockey game, out of a big cannon and into a beautiful park? If that sounds fun, which it should, then you'll love Vancouver Velocity from Mario Kart Tour. While playing Sunshine Airport, near the end, you can actually see an island to the right over there. This island is obviously Koopa Troopa Beach from Mario Kart 64, meaning we absolutely need to be able to race there now. Come on Nintendo, stop teasing me like that. Another Bowser Castle track that's actually pretty cool is the one from Mario Kart Wii. It features twisting hallways, evil Thwompies, and a big statue of Bowser spitting out giant bouncing fireballs at you. What's not to love? DS Rainbow Road might not be as flashy as other Rainbow Roads, but it's one heck of a track featuring a loop and a corkscrew loop, which is something the Mario Kart franchise definitely needs more of. You know what? I feel like pushing the envelope and asking for one more Bowser Castle track. The 3DS one is super fun and is the first Bowser Castle featuring an underwater section. How does lava flow like that underwater? Beats me, but I'm sure that if this track makes a comeback, we might solve this mystery together. I've got a strong feeling that Wario's Shipyard is a very underrated track. No one actually remembers it quite well, but as soon as you actually play it, you remember how cool it actually is. Now, imagine this, but in glorious HD on the Switch. Sounds neat, eh? I think that a relaxing circuit is pretty fun sometimes, and Luigi's circuit from Double Dash is just that. It's actually super simple in its design, but so much fun. Oh, and watch out for the hungry Chain Chomp. The Mushroom Kingdom wouldn't be the same without a few mushrooms to bounce on. This is exactly why we need Mushroom Gorge, one of the best tracks from Mario Kart Wii. Okay, one more Rainbow Road please. The one from Mario Kart 7 is so deserving of being remade. It is an adventure in itself, starting off in space and ending on the freaking moon. Like, come on, we need that. Speaking of things we need, we absolutely need to have the ability to drive on the sides of the Mushroom Bridge like we used to be able to in Double Dash. This track is so simple, but oh so fun, and the DS remake actually kinda ruined it. Now it's your chance to make it right this time, Nintendo. Maple Treeway is another track that absolutely needs to make a comeback. It is very original, cool looking, and features giant wigglers. What more do you need? Banshee Boardwalk is kind of scary, and racing on these wooden bridges, entering this abandoned haunted house, and dodging bats is actually quite fun. Koopa Cape is definitely a track that we need to bring back. I just like the fact that you get to experience so many different environments in one single track. I need more! Mario Circuit from Double Dash is pretty simple, but pretty fun nonetheless. I do think this would be a great addition as the first track in one of the new DLC cups. The Airship Fortress is still to this day one of my favorite tracks ever. It's just so cool to finally get on a flying airship but while driving a go-kart. This track is an adventure and a pretty fun one too. There was a cool mechanic on DK Jungle Parkway where you had to stay on the track, because if you touched the grass, you were attacked by deadly coconuts. That mechanic was actually quite cool, and I kinda want it back in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Who doesn't like penguins? Nobody! And this is why I do think that N64 Sherbetland needs to come back. The Wii remake was pretty cool, and I remember having a blast with it. So it's time to finally bring this in HD. Last but not least, DK Mountain from Double Dash is one of my favorite tracks ever. So obviously I wanted to make its triumphant return. Going out the big DK cannon, you'll have to go back down the big mountain while dodging boulders and other hazards. And finally, this track needs to come back because it would mean more moments like this one. This one is a classic. Get Mario Karted, noob! There you go, hopefully all of these picks will be in the Booster Pass. I just can't wait to play this DLC, it's gonna be great. Did I miss a track you absolutely want to see? Well, let me know in the comment section down below. And as for me, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!